Update on girlfriend getting engaged to ex while gone on trip. Original post. https www.reddit.com/r/relationship advice/comments/laqv3d/mime23 girlfriend 19 went away for a week to UTM source equals Sharon UTM medium equals IOSAP and UTM name equals iOS SMF. So I took everyone's advice and attempted to confront her about the situation. I tried calling her twice but got no response.
I texted her a screenshot of the post asking her about it and she opened it and ignored it.
So I decided to try contacting her roommate instead. I went to their place to get my stuff and the roommate let me in.
She said it was crazy what happened and she had no idea, even though, like I said, it seemed like she
knew something by her congratulations comment on her Instagram post. But whatever. So I'm collecting my things and I go into her room and I notice there's 2 suitcases and I realize, wow, this ex is now staying with them. Hilarious. She definitely was over him. I got all my stuff and left, and I left her a note about giving me my key back. Told her to leave it in my mailbox if it helped, etc. Later that night she texted me saying that her fiancé was going to drop it off. Yeah right, it's been 2 days and he still hasn't, so I decided to show up at her work and maybe catch her other roommate and see if I can get some answers out of her.
This is the really blunt one who kept telling me that my girlfriend still had feelings for this guy.
So I get to the diner and I'm talking to the manager cause he's asking me when I can play here next. And out of the corner of my eye I see my now ex kissing her now fiancé at the counter of the diner. And I left. I'm hoping he shows up with my key. I'm not going to chase them. At least not right now. I tried texting her again but she hasn't opened it. I also told her not to come to any band rehearsals and that I would appreciate if she sits
somewhere else when I come back to class.
I took a few days off to get my head right.
I'm hoping she respects that.
Mate, have some dignity and stop chasing her around town. Write the key off and just change the locks.
This is a no-win game.
You're looking for some answer and there isn't one that you don't already know. Your ex was never over her ex. You were a brief stop on the circular route of her forgiving him for being a cheating dickenar. Now a stop on a clothesline. Give it up and move on. When this relationship of hers almost inevitably fails with a guy who already cheated on her once.
If she gets in touch with you,
just ignore her. Dignity is your only take from this whole shitty situation. Dude, don't even sweat the keys.
Just change the locks. It's not worth pursuing.
Her roommate was playing it cool.
But don't be fooled.
She knew everything. She's just trying to stay out of her roommate's drama. That's what I do. Heck, she's probably pissed that she got dragged into it. But don't capitalize upon that. That'd just be a dick move.
Here's how I read it.
Your GF hooked up with you to get over a breakup. I don't give 2 shits whether he was good for her or bad for her. Doesn't matter. She used you as a buffer to soften the blow. He shows back up. She runs back into his arms. You're better off without her. You can do a lot better.
Dude, get the locks changed. Change the locks.
In the future, if you do get a girlfriend and she isn't over her ex, don't waste your time.
My brother had a girlfriend who also wasn't over her ex. At the end, my brother's girlfriend cheated
on him with her ex, which screwed my brother mentally. What the fuck? I give their relationship 2 years. 5 years tops. Before she hunts you down begging to give her another chance.
What a bunch of terrible people.
I'm sorry you've had to get tangled up with them. If I were you, I'd make sure all mutual friends and acquaintances know about what has happened. Don't hold back on the details. Because this shit can get ugly real fast with misinformation. Cheaters usually go into damage control overdrive and will probably paint you as an abusive asshole. Anyone that takes her side is dead to you. She needs to learn consequences of her immoral actions. Also, don't worry about keys. Change your locks.
Change the locks.
Her complete failure to give back your key not only leaves your personal space and property at risk, but also suggests that despite being supposedly all loved up with her brand new fiancé, she's keeping you as a safety net. Do you really want to walk in one day to find all her bags in the hall and her sat on your sofa,
crying her eyes out and saying it was all a big mistake because he's crapped on her again?
Change the locks and block her everywhere. She can get her next flip-flopping drama fixed somewhere else. Stop chasing her. You could end up as being seen as a stalker. Don't go to her workplace. Don't go to her apartment. Forget about your key. Whatever you had with her, it's over. She is engaged to another man. You are not going to get answers and closure from her. What do you seriously expect her to say? That during your entire relationship she was always hung up on the other guy.
Except that you were the rebound guy.
Mate, just get your locks changed and end this shit show. Your ex is such a loser, lol. Bro, you got dumped. Move the fuck on and be thankful she did you this favor. You are gaining nothing by confronting her or trying to get a key back. Unless it's 14K gold with diamonds. Go make a copy if you need another one. Don't be the desperate soul who uses any pitiful excuse to stay in contact. Unless you want to join the restraining order club.
How you handle this will determine what kind of woman you attract.
So I took everyone's advice and attempted to confront her about the situation. Quote, "What? I've just looked at the thread and that was not the consensus at all. The majority of people told you to cut her out completely. You've done the very opposite of people's advice. You're most likely not going to get the key back, so save yourself the angst and get a new lock. Just change the fucking lock and move on. Bro, she isn't going to give you the key back. They're probably laughing at you. Why this happened up. Change your locks. They both sound like complete shit people who deserve each other in their dumpster fire that they
call a relationship.
She will literally never be happy with that dude. He cheated. Yeah, they might get married, spend some miserable years together, etc. But nothing takes away being cheated on. Go live your life and find someone who you can actually have a life with and never have to hurt each other. Look back fondly one day at how you dodged a bullet. You showed up at her work to get answers. Dude, you're stalking her. She's done you dirty, but take a step back before you get a restraining order on your ass. You thought she was yours, but it was just your turn. Stop chasing this girl. It makes you look needy and pathetic. Block her, act like she doesn't exist, and move on. Man, get some self-respect and stop it. This situation is dead. She's engaged and is ignoring you. You should just act like she doesn't exist anymore and focus on yourself, school and work. You found her and you can find another and dozens more. It's not the end of the world. You are very young and still aren't in your prime. I suggest you get new locks. Start going out more to get your mind off things and learn how to use social media. You don't have to be active on it, but at least be up to date with everything, because you'll end up
being out of the loop most of the time.
This is from experience. People will take advantage of that and think you're aloof about a lot of situations. That's the world we live in now. It's like a life resume. Just post a story here and there and interact with your friends and such. Stop worrying about her and move on. This is terrible for you to have to go through, but make it a bit easier on yourself by making it a thing of the past as soon as possible. Change the locks and forget about both of them. Consider therapy for yourself. Not to dwell on things too much, but just make sure you are in your best form for when you want to start a new relationship. I could see this leaving someone with some trust issues. Good luck either way. He'll leave her again. I just hope you don't take her back when she inevitably comes back to you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.